one of those days. Are they going to talk football again? Are they going to talk football again?
What are they talking about?
Yeah, you sniveling. Yes.
Wow.
What's happening? We watched that game last night. I know you did.
No, I didn't.
No,
I did.
I know Barrett did.
Of course.
I don't. When I say we, this is not ustedes out there for people in Spanish. Like this is when it's a prime time game during the week, and I say we, I just automatically assume Harry didn't watch it and Barrett did.
I'm not watching the Giants. Okay.
Are you watching Maction? Because you better be. There's great value on Toledo tonight.
Oh yeah. Now I'll be watching the baseball tonight. I think we'll have a closeout tonight.
I love how he says
Cleveland, huh?
Yeah.
Atlanta. Atlanta. Okay.
Yeah, it's over.
I think we have a closeout game tonight. I was watching the Sixers last night.
How could you not watch this Chiefs and Giants game? Why are you out on that?
Because it's the Giants. The Giants suck, and so do the Chiefs.
Yeah, but from a betting standpoint, it was cold from an under.
I didn't bet on it.
I'm surprised you didn't jump on that.
No.
I tell you,
I don't need to bet. See, that's the difference.
No. I don't need to bet either. I only had 3 plays last night on the game.
You only had 3 plays.
Yeah, they all hit. I'm fine with that. Here's the thing, though. I mean, I get it, right? Like, no Tobias Harris, no Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
Damian Lillard is in an absolute rut, and we should talk about that.
Is.
But look, I told you a couple of weeks ago that I put this futures wager down on the Chiefs not making the playoffs this year. Barrett saw it last night. I'm surprised that you didn't even see like highlights of it today, Harry. This team is in shambles offensively.
Yeah.
Shambles.
Well, I mean, how many targets did Hill have? Like 15, 18 targets? It's like that's all they really do.
Well, that's the gist of why Travis is so pissed off right now. Kelsey's just frustrated, man.
Can we trade for him?
Yes, today's the trade deadline.
That's
4
why
o'clock.
look, I'm not just bringing it up randomly. Right. Today's a day like no other.
Right.
That's what we really need to be talking about today, man. Just trade highlights. And I've seen a lot of reports that they are putting Fletcher Cox out there.
Yeah, calling left and right.
And of course, my boy Dillard.
Yeah,
is a major trading piece.
Hey,
good morning, Mom. Yeah.
Oh boy, now we got to turn this off.
Of course, my boy Dillard.
Oh my God, my computer situation right here is an absolute disaster. Yes, it was my other computer.
I thought it was just you love the sound of your own voice.
No, I hate it. No, I never listen back to anything that I do.
And Hagen's somewhere shaking his head like, I knew it. I tried.
Well, yeah, he never listened to it either.
Oh, no?
You remember, did you do one air check with that guy all the years that we worked for him?
No,
I never got one air check out of him.
What's an air check, man?
Well, when the program director listens back, and you kind of go into the office and listen to a segment of a show that you did, let's say, together, and he gives you some constructive criticism, that's part of their job.
Yeah.
I've never had that happen in all the years that I did radio.
No program director ever air checked me. Barrett has, and I have had, in the context of this is why we're either limiting or removing you. It's like going through, you shouldn't have said this or what? And then it's like a week later, you're off the schedule.
Right.
Is that what happens?
Dude.
Yeah, it's happened.
Yeah.
Now, seriously. So this is what we got today. We have the Chiefs who are just in shambles. We have the trade deadline, and I guess we'll wait and see because if it's only, and I do say only, if it's only Andre Dillard, it's big, I think, in what they get back. But I'm not like, wow, that's earth-shattering to the extent of Fletcher Cox. Is that fair?
That is fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we also have this last night where we have the reaction. I think last night's Sixers game was all about the reaction more so than the action.
Right.
You hear those chants in the Philly crowd? I heard it. City brotherly love. You show the brothers some love. You know what I mean? It is. They show us some love.
Now that's coming from the
recorded
Sue.
that
Yeah.
audio. That was terrible.
That's from. I know that's terrible. That's from the post game. Let's see if this is any better.
Honestly, it doesn't shift my focus either way. You know, during the starting lineups, they was like booing everybody, and then they cheered when I came through. I laughed at that. I thought that was funny. You know what I'm saying? And that's that comes with professional sports. It's fun. It's a public thing, so I'm not uptight about it. Acting like I don't recognize it. I know what it is, and I know what it's about. But I'm a trailblazer.
All right, so
that sounds terrible.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to get the gist of it.
It's like worse than the PA system at the Wells Fargo Center when Embiid was addressing the crowd a couple of weeks ago.
Right. That was horrible.
I want you to understand. Subway system.
What?
The next rail is. It's like please pay attention as we approach the next stop because there's an emergency.
Yeah, right.
What?
Yeah. I don't know how to feel about that reaction from the crowd to Damian Lillard last night. I mean, you're basically saying that we're so desperate. It seems like it's such a desperation move to me. Like and what does that message send to some of the guys that you currently have? Like, hey, we want to get rid of you guys, this trash, and bring in something else. I don't know. It seemed desperate.
I understand. So if there was nobody, okay, well, let me ask you this. I don't disagree with your premise, but I'm wondering if you look at it from the standpoint of Ben Simmons isn't playing and has to be traded. So we know that there is a commodity out there that's not doing anything for the Sixers that could I would add this bizarre fantasy land, net Damian Lillard back. I mean, they'd have to give up a lot, I think.
That is a fantasy land. That's right. That's my point, is that it would have also involve a Maxey or a Thibault or some other component on your team currently, right? In order to get that guy.
It doesn't matter.
No,
it doesn't matter. Thibault can go. That'll be my point guard. So it's cool. It's cool with me. I'm cool.
Right. I understand what you have to give up, and I would give up that to get it, but I just don't want to rub it in my guy's face right now until it becomes a reality.
That is some BS, though. Your home fans catering to a guy that's not even on the team. They just played, and he's like, "What you want me to do?" You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you guys mentioned my name a couple of times, earlier in the summer. Now I come here, you guys are giving me a standing ovation. You're clapping for me. You're helping me shoot free throws. That's not cool, bro. Yeah, that's not cool. And I heard some radio stations be like, "Oh, you should give him a standing ovation." No, I'm out on that.
I heard that radio station too yesterday.
Well, why would you continue to listen to that? First off, why would you even be?
I had to go meet someone for a lunch yesterday after the show. And I was flipping around and I heard a certain host that we know very well basically pleading to his audience to go and beg Damian Lillard at the game that night.
Okay, look, if you are part of a warped crowd, which I can't even imagine would even be a contingent worth recognizing, but I've seen it happen every now and again. If that's your motivation because you heard some ridiculousness spewed about how you need to congregate and do that, okay, I'm with you. But if you're looking at it from the standpoint of, hey, Simmons is gone, like this isn't the process, right? This isn't like, hey, man, take all of these guys that are right here in front of me that are busting their ass for a paycheck. Take them because they suck. Just go ahead. Take them like an earshot of Tony Roten, right? Like it's not that. It's Ben Simmons is out. It's inevitable. He's gone. So that's where I think I'm not pushing back on it. I'm just saying I think there's a distinct difference for me when I look at it with the process where it's just like take everything. Versus now where it's assumed that Ben Simmons is gone. So anybody who people, as delusional as they may be, think they can get Simmons back for, they're probably yelling stuff. But they're also belligerent in the first place. You realize
that is belligerent, but at this point, we know he's gone. So if he's gone, I can't see just sticking a dagger in him no more. Just leave him alone right now, man. Let him be him.
Doc keeps telling us that he's engaged for whatever that means. Engaged with what?
Right.
He's not engaged with the rest of this team.
Is there a Gigi Hadid clone that he's engaged to, or what? Like, is that it?
Well, isn't that girl up in Bucks County?
Oh yeah, well she's going through some trouble. That's why I said clone.
Yeah, they're all up in Bucks County on some farm up near New Hope.
Oh yeah,
What?
well
The Haddads.
you apparently aren't caught up on the DV situation that allegedly happened.
I'm not.
Oh no, what
Oh
happened?
no. So you ever click on, for example, like Philly Voice or Philly Mag, whatever it may be, like you ever click on one of these articles, or maybe you get something sent to you and it's a trusted source, and you scroll down, and then all of a sudden it goes from the article to like the ads. And it's like these crazy headlines about, this celebrity from 35 years ago, or, something crazy like that. So I clicked on one of those things, and that's what it brought me to, was this alleged DV thing in Bucks County. Not new edition, new generation.
New generation.
What it's like a boy band from like it.
Oh,
it's not new edition.
Well, the one singer it was dating one of those Haddads, right?
One Direction, I think it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, great.
Yeah. So there you have it.
Time for it.
Well, I'm just saying. Now, what's going to happen today is does an Eagles player get traded?
Hold on. I'm not done yet.
Okay, sure.
What the hell happened to Tobias Harris? What's wrong with him?
Well, he was in contact possibly with somebody that possibly had COVID. So they had to shut him down right before the game, apparently. And now he's got to go through the tests.
Is that all it is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought he had the Spanish flu or
no. He may have come in contact with somebody
Ebola
who may have
something.
had COVID.
They may. You never know.
You never know.
Man, they acting like it was, like he was just going to, spontaneously combust or something. The way they try to make it all out. Come on.
I mean, they go to extremes as far as to make sure that there's no Rudy Gobert incident again. They can afford that now.
Well, that was wild, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He's joking about it. Oh, yeah, I have COVID. Yeah. And all of a sudden, bam, he does.
He does.
So, yeah, I think they're trying. I mean, at this point, I imagine that they're open, especially from the union. I don't know how that would work, but I mean, at this point, I would imagine that they're open to some sort of suit if they're negligent in protecting the players.
Well,
with everything that's known versus what back then. Gobert probably had an out. Like, hey, man, don't come after me. Nobody was taking that shit seriously.
Right.
Right.
But I mean, they're not like in the bubble or anything. So how can they feel as though, that they won't be around it? You know what I mean?
I don't know how
it's kind of inevitable. I was around it too, and I didn't get it. I didn't get it.
Right.
I got it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I got it from a worker that came to my house to do work in my house.
Is that right?
Yeah, a painter.
I spent 2 weeks sleeping in the same bed as my wife who had it, and I didn't get it.
Yeah.
You got iron lungs. You got
exactly right. Take that.
Not
you don't want
your
immune system is ironclad.
You don't want any of this.
That is wild, though, man. But hey, they won, man. They won.
I know. It was impressive.
They won.
Well, the Blazers are a mess, man. Damian Lillard is going through a career stretch here.
Well, I think
he's ruined his trade value more than Ben Simmons, I'd argue.
Really?
Well,
you're going to get more back, but I think that teams might be hesitant. Like, here's the thing: everybody's like, any day now, and as look. He takes a lot of shots. He's been taking a lot of shots all year, and it's only 7 games or so, right? But
yeah,
when do you think he snaps out of this? We've never seen this from Dame before, ever.
I know, but shooters do that, man. They go through cold spells where they just
not
can't
like this.
Hit the broadside of a barn. I mean, it's only 7 games. I mean, I'm cool. I'll still take him now. I would love if Morey could do it. If he could do it right now at his lowest value right now. Let's make it happen. But I know it's not.
He can do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know he can't, but I'm just saying, he hadn't heard it that much.
No, I think the Eagles are more likely to trade Fletcher Cox than the Sixers are likely to trade Simmons for Damian Lillard.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
I mean, his field goal percentage is like 10 points lower than it was last year, and 8 or 9 points lower than his career average. His 3-point percentage, my God, is 16 percentage points lower than what it was last year. And 14 percentage points lower than his career average.
Wow. Well, I mean,
There's
you
something
see,
going on, man.
Wow.
you see SD on the screen. He said Dame played a lot of basketball in the past last 2 years. He might be catching up with him.
Yeah.
I think shooters just go through that because Jordan lived forever, played forever. You know what I'm saying? And never lost his shot.
He's only 31.
Yeah, and that's
Right.
the thing.
Yeah.
Like we've never seen it. Like, and he's not just sitting there popping like Furkan Korkmaz, right? Who what do they call him now? Fourth quarter Kirk.
I don't know. I was able to watch the broadcast last night, the Sixers, and not focus. I didn't even hear the announcers, and I had the sound up.
I can't believe
That's how tight my focus was.
Yeah,
That's an amazing feat right there.
Yeah, I was able to do it. I was able to do it, and I thoroughly enjoyed watching the game.
Oh, I mean, that's ridiculous.
I love how proud you are yourself too.
Seriously.
How could you phase out Allah when he's yelling at you?
Oh man, I was able to do it.
He's the opposite of Willie Green out there, or not Willie Green, Eric Snow.
Eric Snow, yeah.
Green.
Yeah, my apologies, Willie.
Detroit Mercy's finest. My apologies.
Somebody's calling, and that's NBC calling Barrett to tell him that he's got
this trade deadline stuff. Yeah.
Oh, is that what it is?
I don't know. We'll see in a second.
He's got to pop out of the show, Eytan. Fletcher Cox has just been traded.
Give us the news. Somebody going down? Nothing goes down without Brooks involved. I don't know, man. I can't believe it didn't even at least sneak over and watch that shit cast from Madden.
I did. I watched a little of the Manning cast. John Stewart was on, and it was right at the end of John Stewart. And I forget who they bring on next. I saw they were going to have Michael Irvin on late. I didn't stay for that.
Okay, no, I didn't watch that. Again, I have it on the background, so I'm not even paying attention to the audio so much. It's just watching it, like you with the Sixers game. It's amazing you bring that up with the Sixers game because that's how I watch a lot of these broadcasts.
Well, I was channeling you last night.
Good,
because I was wondering. I was determined to be able to do what you do, which is have the sound on, but not even focus and just not even really hear them.
Right.
That's probably how people watch this show, the streamers. That's how they're in their own little conversation over there on the stream, and they're not even hearing us.
Joey B hasn't had this show off mute in like 3 weeks. He's just watching us.
Yeah.
That's great, man.
Now Barrett's going to get back
on here. All right. So here's the thing.
I gotta stay with John, man. John gets all the news first.
McMullen?
No, John.
John Clark.
John Clark, JC.
What happened?
Was that him?
No. That was
that was them giving you news, but saying don't say anything because Clark's gonna break it.
No, it was them telling that I need to be tied up with John Clark to make sure.
Oh yeah.
That, he knows what's going on because he knows what's going on.
So then, therefore, you know what's going on.
Right. Because they want me to be pushing out information. Pushing it. Harry, you're getting better than I am, man.
Push it real good.
Why don't you have John come on? Can you see if Clark can come on for a couple of minutes? Say, hey, we'll
let me text him now.
That was basically Barrett's boss is telling Barrett to pay attention to what John Clark tweets on every second because he's going to break something at some point, and then they want Barrett to push it out.
Because
did you read my lips? Did you read my lips?
Exactly.
Did you read my lips? Because he said, "Why do I have to?" I said, "Why do I have to call? Why have to call John Clark?" I was a little pissed about it. I'm like, "Yo," but yeah, that's essentially what it is.
Yep, it's crazy.
Stay on his feed.
All right, let's see if John Clark, if he's got anything here lately. Let's see what his last tweet is.
What are the odds today that Simmons, Cox, Dillard, Field?
Is this a trade parlay?
No. You can't same game parlay this, you degenerate. All right. Jesus. Will you just slow down for a second?
That would be great though if the Eagles made a big move and say they leveraged Fletcher Cox somewhere for a second or third round pick, and then all of a sudden Daryl Morey says, "Yeah, take this." Boom. Here's Ben Simmons for Damian Lillard.
Right. That would be amazing.
That would be a hell of a day.
Bro, he would get a statue in front of the Wells Fargo. Wouldn't you say that?
Right.
Yeah,
a statue.
All those lick face guys would build him. They build him like a paper mache statue.
Yes. What's the biggest paper mache statue ever been built? Because
I don't know
that record,
but they would break it.
Yeah. No, what I want to know, I would want to know how Shan would respond to it. Shan, how would you respond to it?
To what? Them trading Ben Simmons?
Yeah, for going out and getting Dame Dollar.
I would be floored. But again, I told you, I've been in support from what I've written as well, or wrote, I guess, about how this whole thing has gone down. I'm pleading, just do whatever you need to do. I'm at the mercy of the court when it comes to Daryl Morey here. So I trust him. And I don't anticipate nor set my expectations for Damian Lillard. But if he were able to work something like that, my goodness, that's not a problem.
No, not at all. It'd be amazing.
Absolutely amazing. I just don't anticipate it. Therefore, I'm not going to be upset when it doesn't happen. Are you going to be upset? Oh, go ahead.
What are you thinking about today as far as the Eagles? Do you think
that's
they're
what I'm
going to
saying?
Trade off?
Well, yeah. So let me answer the question with a question.
All right.
Because I don't know if they're going to, because they have time, and even after time when we're off. Are you going to be disappointed if everything that's played out so far with this season, knowing their future is really gray, and the ability to move on from a couple of guys on one hand? But remember, Barrett and Harry, this team is already stacked with draft picks.
Right.
So it's not like they're dying and desperate, crawling through the desert, needing more, a drip.
They got double-digit picks for next season. Yeah.
So are you guys going to be disappointed? Like Barrett, you've been talking about him a lot. Would you be disappointed if they don't trade Andre Dillard?
I absolutely will be. I absolutely will be, because if he's still on this squad, that's a wasted pick, because you have guys that can be Swiss Army knives and play just about every position on the offensive line with the exception of him. He's the only guy that can play no other position. He and Kelsey, but we don't want Kelsey anywhere else.
But what about the Mailata limping a little bit and maybe having some little injury? If he goes down, then what do they do?
I don't think he'll go down.
You know?
No.
All right.
He's just playing.
They have guys that can go, flip back and forth. They have a lot of guys that play different positions. That's why I say, look, I to get the value from Dillard right now would be the greatest thing they've done this season.
What would they do? Put Driscoll on the left side and then put Herbig at right guard?
Right.
Okay.
Right. That's exactly what they'll do. Driscoll can play both sides. So he's at his highest value right now. I've been screaming that for the past month now. When he came in, when he played against Dallas, and I saw him play as well as he did, I'm like, look, they have got to trade this guy right now, because
here we go.
Oh, no, it's nobody.
Okay.
I need to turn it down, but I need to know if it rings, man. My fault. My apologies, guys.
That's all right.
They have been on me for the past week, man. Telling me, hey, make sure your schedule is cleared for Tuesday. Make sure, don't do anything on Tuesday. I said, I'm good. I got you. Even though I know they're not doing anything, but hey, man, I got you. Yeah, and that's the harsh reality. You know what I'm saying? I hate to be like you right now, Shan, but the harsh reality is they're doing nothing today. Nothing.
No.
You don't think the Eagles are going to do anything?
Nope.
No. And here's the thing, and that's why I asked Barrett, Harry, this question, where I don't think they know, obviously, not I don't think, let me pause, it's a new thought. They know the climate, not the pulse of the fan base, like some crazy, stupid phrase that's thrown out, but they know the climate. Like, they understand the climate of the city. They understand that people are not clamoring for a trade. They understand that you really don't have to trade Fletcher Cox right now. You don't have to trade even Andre Dillard right now. On top of that, there's no public pressure to do so. So that's where I think Barrett is right, where there's no real motivating factor right now to trade somebody for a 5th round or maybe 6th round pick just to turn around and say, we did it.
Right.
We did it.
That's exactly right. And only reason I say that they might do something is right now, our guy is really under the hot seat right now. People are starting to scream his name even more and more with the lack of production from this roster. And Howie understands that, the only really a big way they can get him off his back is to make a big trade. And a big trade would be sending Dillard somewhere. And I mean,
Cox would be a bigger trade, though.
that's not happening though. I know that's not happening.
Oh, you okay?
I'm in with it, not because I think Cox is a bad player, but they're in a rebuilding mode right now, whether they want to say it or not.
Right.
They kind of hinted to it, but he's a good player that they can get good value with because those young guys are starting to step up. Williams is starting to step up. All those guys are starting to step up a little bit. So why do you keep them when you can get some value off of them, get some money off the books, and get some draft assets for them? So
I guess it's just because it's like, how many draft picks do they need?
Right.
They've already got, like, how many is it, Eytan? Is it like 11?
I think you're right, where it's like upwards to 12 or 13.
It's double digits. I do know that.
Right.
They've
got
like
another 6th rounder.
Yeah, they got multiple in the 5th round. They have a bunch of 5th rounders.
All right, here we go. This is from Kemsky. The Eagles have 11 picks.
Okay.
Now, this was October 25th, right? So nothing's changed.
Right.
11 picks.
Damn.
That's a lot. I mean,
and we had some pretty high picks too. Yeah.
Absolutely.
How many first and second rounders do we have? First, second, and third.
Well, we got 2 first rounders and 2 second rounders right now, which one could become a first.
Yep.
Except if Mr. Doyle out in Indianapolis gets his way and the Colts bench Carson Wentz,
which they should,
a couple of games to preserve the fact that they could keep their 1st round pick.
Do you think that
they have to, man? They have to. Come on, Barrett.
But I don't know if Wentz's psyche could handle that.
Yeah, but it's a parlay of circumstances, if I can use that phrase, because what you're doing is you're ensuring that you're getting the 1st round pick based off of not seeing what you want from the current quarterback, and therefore you can use that 1st round pick as either to take a quarterback or as currency to get a quarterback. Like, they're not going to sit Wentz, to your point, they're not going to sit Wentz to sabotage and get that pick and then start Wentz next year, in my opinion. It would be one or the other.
Right. But I think they want Wentz to stay there. Didn't they redo his deal?
Yeah, man, that's like, I don't know, that you can't pass. You're getting a top 10 pick here. You can't pass that up.
Right. I mean, they're 3-5. Now, the Derrick Henry injury may throw,
it might screw everything up.
They might throw something into the mix where Indianapolis, even though they've lost twice to Tennessee and they're 3-5, maybe the whole season turns sour for Tennessee. There's a lot of football left.
And it's ran through Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
That's substantial, man. That's huge.
Yeah.
Because the only means of moving the ball down the field is really with play action or either running Henry. Either or.
I did Wentz now just preemptively. Make sure, but like, hey, man, it's over.
Yeah, but if you're the Colts, you might still think that you're in this.
Well, you are in this. Yeah. That's why you have to sit Wentz. You are in this.
No, but if you sit Wentz, then you're no longer in it.
No, but here's the thing. It's fool's gold. It's like, all right, you put $100 into a slot, and the first $15 you win like $50, $60, $70, and you think, oh, wow, I'm going to run here. And the next thing you know, your money and the money you won's out. And because they got you, they thought that you could continue to just pile away. The only reason why the Colts would win this division in the first place is because Derrick Henry got hurt.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but they're not going to do anything in the playoffs, so it's not worth it just to get bounced out in the wild card as opposed to giving up a top 10 pick.
Well, look at it. Just like the stream. I'm kind of believing in the stream. Jason Murdoch. No Henry, no playoffs. So if there's no Henry, no playoffs, that means that the Colts are in.
Well,
I'm not willing to say that there's no playoffs. And look, if those two receivers are healthy, that's one hell of a tandem right there.
The Colts do have some.
Come on.
The Colts do have some tough games left on their schedule. They got to go to Arizona. They got New England. They got a Tampa Bay, and mixed in with the Jets, Jaguars twice, and Texans.
We got to take a quick break, but don't be slandering the all-day Adrian Peterson arrival either there.
How about
He's
that?
back in the league.
Yeah, they signed him yesterday.
And I have something here that might impact it. All right, we're back in 3. Hit that thumbs up button, please. Make sure you're subscribed. It's the middle of the
At Stateside Vodka, every new customer gets the world's best rocks glass, free.
What's that?
A rocks glass?
You're telling me that bottle is cut in half?
You could say that.
Holy shit.
And you're telling me I can get one of these glasses for free?
That's right. One free rocks glass per customer with each first-time purchase of Stateside Vodka. So good, it just disappears.
As a hard-working American, you've never experienced how tough life can be until now. A catastrophic injury while working on the job. A personal injury from someone else's negligence. Turned away by other law firms in the region who didn't bother to learn your story. It's time to meet the Fritz & Bianculli Law Firm and managing partner Brian Fritz. Badly injured? Call the Fritz & Bianculli Law Firm. Find out why they say, "We got this." In Philadelphia, we celebrated the miracle with pride only 5 years ago. And then the following morning, IBEW Local 98 members went back to work, building this city, rescuing our communities from decay, and inspiring the young men and women of the region to take pride in who we are. Like the Cats, Local 98 members believe in hope. John Doherty, business manager of Local 98, says it this way: the best way not to forget where you come from is to never leave.
The savoring taste of a good bag of beef jerky is so enjoyable at any time of the day, as long as you can find it. Here's what we suggest. Pure Bull Beef Jerky is our answer, and soon it will be yours. Locally produced in the Philadelphia region, this high-quality, healthy protein snack is easy to secure. Go to steersnacks.com, and you'll see hot garlic, tropical heat, Pure Bull dry rub, and our favorite, Huck and Fod. What's that? Huck and Fod. Go now to steersnacks.com.
Go for the midnight dares. Go for the game. Go for the hits. Go for the fans. Go for the win. Go to Ocean Casino Resort. Book your trip at theoceanac.com.
Now, did you see anything else here? It was over that Damian Lillard. How about your boy Joe Judge just blaming everything but himself? Have you heard this?
No, what did he do?
Scenarios that one was more just kind of how things were playing out right there based on situation, losing yards. But there were 2 times today where the headsets were, an issue that we got to make sure that, we'll start doing hand signals, what we got to do if we have to. We can't rely on the equipment, then we'll figure something else out. But, we tried to actually at one point go back to the old equipment. They told us we weren't allowed to do it for whatever reason. But we didn't have issues really last year for the most part, so hopefully we can figure that out.
Wait a second. Are we sure that Joe Judge didn't just upgrade the equipment like Harry did with his computer? It got like halfway through a 3-hour update and said, screw it.
Yeah, maybe he had to restart the headsets. Now, Eytan, you're muted or something. Why am I not hearing him?
I don't know.
Yeah, now I could hear him.
You're not hearing me?
Well, now,
what do you mean you're not hearing me?
Now I can. You were talking. I was watching you talk, and there was nothing coming out.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. Crazy.
I hate to do it to you, sir.
It was like Joe Judge. That's what happened to Joe Judge in the game.
He turned into that Charlie Brown teacher.
Yeah.
Talking,
that does suck, though. I mean, aren't they supposed to disallow the other team to use their headsets if the one teams go out?
Yes.
To make it fair? I thought they had to do that.
Well, yeah, both teams have to have the same ability to use the equipment that they have. If one side isn't having it, then they have to turn theirs off.
Right. So did Kansas City, did they do it or not? I mean,
evidently not.
I saw there was a controversy this morning from this situation last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, there was there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now I'm looking at this Colts
schedule. Trying to find audio. Yeah,
they're 3-5 right now, but they got the Jets Thursday night and then the Jaguars. So let's just put them at 5-5.
By the way, okay. I think that if you can get the Colts at 10, obviously 10 or under, but 10, if you can still get the Colts at 10 right now, following a ridiculous victory for the Jets, major letdown on a short week, I would definitely take the Colts.
Yeah, major letdown and going on the road too.
Right.
The
Right.
Jets. How about the play that Shaq Lawson made to win that game?
Yeah, that was pretty
incredible, because I was watching that on the red zone as that was happening. And the guy, the broadcaster, I forget who was doing that game, but the color analyst said, if that ball gets over Shaq Lawson's reach, it would have gone for 30 yards, because it was like a dump. It was like a screen, and they had it blocked, and they would have ran it 30 yards down the field and maybe scored. So he made an incredible play.
No question, man.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta love, man. You gotta love the NFL, man. You gotta love it, man. Got to.
Yeah,
I mean, those I would say when you say a game of inches,
yeah,
just one more inch, and the play, he jumped up one more inch, and it would have went for 6. But just
give me that
being
inch.
Yeah,
is that what they say in that movie? That god awful movie, Eytan, with Pacino?
Oh, I thought you were going a different genre.
No,
give me that inch.
No. What are you, the Stream? What are you, 91 LSXers?
I've been hanging out too much at this show.
Well, what's the Pacino quote when he's the coach in the locker room, and doesn't he say something about give me that inch?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Black Sunday.
Any given Sunday.
Any given Sunday. Yep. Any given Sunday. Yeah.
A la any given Sunday.
So the Colts win those 2 games. They're 5-5, but then they have Buffalo on the road. But they get back to 5-5. They're still in it.
Right.
Well, depend. I don't know. Right? Yeah, I guess so. Derrick Henry could be back in 6 weeks. By the way, Derrick Henry could be back week 14.
Maybe
4 more weeks to go. Yeah, I'm just saying, could be. Right.
But by week 14, who knows what each team's record's going to be?
Exactly.
Correct. But if the things get more difficult for the Colts at that point, and then you're getting Derrick Henry back, again, we don't know what the status of Julio and or AJ Brown's going to be. Those 2 guys are healthy out there. That's a tough team to slow down.
AJ Brown's a tremendous.
Adrian Peterson is 500 yards. He may be 400 or 500 yards away from passing Barry Sanders 4th all time on the rushing list. Are you telling me that this guy's coming back to be part of a rotation?
Well, I find it unbelievable that he's behind Barry Sanders with all the years that he's played versus Barry ducking out, in the middle of his career, really. That's amazing.
Stopped.
How many years did Barry play, though, overall? 15?
No.
10, I think.
I think it was like 9 or 10 years.
Yeah.
9. Well, look. Yeah, okay. So 89 through 98.
Yeah.
And you look at Barry Sanders, led the league 4 times.
4 times.
In rushing.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. Adrian Peterson had that short stretch. Barry Sanders, even when he wasn't leading the league, was still at a ridiculous clip.
I mean, he was basically 1,500 yards a year.
Easy.
You just pencil him in.
It's easy. And remember that year he went out, he his ACL, he went out ACL 6 months later, 6 or 9 months later, came back and had over 2,000 yards. I mean, he's a machine, bro.
Yeah.
A machine.
Well, yeah, it was the one, was that 93 where he only played 11 games?
Yep, something like that.
Yeah, he came back with 1883.
Then he came back,
2000 following 96. 96 he played. Here's how crazy the league is. 96, 16 games, 307 carries for 1553. That 1553 led the league. So did the 97.1 yards per game.
Wow.
It's incredible.
But looking at the Titans record, man, this Sunday they have the Rams. They got the Saints.
Yep, not easy.
The Patriots.
That's why they need all day.
Yep.
3 defenses.
Steelers.
Yep.
49ers.
4.5. Yeah.
Dolphins.
Okay.
So I mean, they still got. They
It
still
might
got a
get
couple
easier
stumbling
for them,
blocks,
right?
Yeah. They got a couple stumbling blocks in there.
Man, it's a shame that Miles Sanders isn't healthy. They could have got something back.
I know.
What do you mean something back for what?
Well, if they could have traded Miles Sanders.
Oh, they wouldn't do that.
Why? They're not going to re-sign him.
Well, that's one of his babies, man. He picked that guy.
Who's he?
The GM.
Yeah, but he
Howie.
picked Dillard too, and he'd flip him in a second.
Well, we
for
all
less
know what
value.
happened.
He'll flip him for real. Real fast.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't think that he gets moved now because he's hurt.
No, but that's the thing. Like, we talk about Dillard being moved. Wouldn't it be a perfect opportunity just to see what you could get from Tennessee? Like, don't you at least have to pick the phone up? You have a guy, Miles Sanders, who has a ton of talent, who's been relegated to barely being used when he was healthy, assuming he doesn't go down.
Right. He's eligible to come back week 11 against the Saints.
Yeah, I mean, I saw people trying to move Jordan Howard after one game being bumped up to the practice squad. Don't you think we could get 2.5 times more from a Miles Sanders deal?
You definitely could.
You would think so.
Yeah, you definitely could. So the Colts record is the same as ours, right? They're 3-5.
3-5, yeah.
We're so down on our squad. We just think they're out of it. There's no chance whatsoever. It's just
well, there is a chance. I mean, because there's a 7th playoff team. That's the thing. I mean, if you start looking at some of these teams that are essentially battling for that spot, I know the NFC is pretty top heavy compared to the AFC, but once you get past the 6 best teams, the fight for number 7 is pretty. You start looking at some of these other teams, you're like, man, we might be as good as them.
Yeah.
You know?
Anytime.
Think about it.
Anytime.
So there is a chance.
You know? That's the thing.
I mean,
like, you never know.
Let me just go through it. I'll just go through this with you. I know Minnesota's one of the teams. They're the 8th spot right now. Carolina, you've already beaten them. They're number 7. So if you end up with a tie with them, you're in. The San Francisco 49ers beat you, but they're 3-4. You beat Atlanta, they're 3-4. And then the Eagles are 3-5.
Yeah, you're still.
I won't do it to myself because you guys want me to do it to myself.
Well,
I'm not
doing it. We're gonna take you there,
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. You're tied right now with the Chicago Bears, who are blowing leads to decent to bad teams, and the Seahawks, who are beating the worst team in the NFL with a backup quarterback. And that's about it.
Yep.
You know, come on. Minnesota.
Russell Wilson got the pin taken out of his hand yesterday, so he's going to be coming back soon.
There you go. They're a problem now. They're going to move up the ranks.
I hate to do it to the Colts, but they don't have a snowball's chance right now.
You don't think?
Well, no, man. I'm looking at their record. No, man. Look at their record.
It's tighter. It's much tighter on their end.
Oh, man. It's going to be way harder for them to go out there and try to
Cleveland, Kansas City. I mean, these teams are better than the teams above the Eagles.
Yeah.
Buccaneers, the Bills,
Patriots,
Broncos,
and the Cardinals, Raiders. The Colts, they don't have a snowball's chance, man.
I hate to do it
to them.
Just call it. Just call it.
The Patriots and the Chiefs and the Browns are all 4-4, and Denver.
The Chiefs not making the playoffs, so I'm rooting against them.
Yeah.
You got the Chiefs not making the playoffs?
Yeah. Put it down like 3 weeks ago. Got really good odds on it. Plus 300 for the Chiefs to not make the playoffs. Then they lose a game. I think they lose 2 or 1 of 2. And it flipped to like plus 150 or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I took advantage of it at the time of it. I don't think it's a lock. Here's the thing. I don't think it's a lock.
Right.
I don't think it's a lock.
Chiefs missed the playoffs, and Andy Reid has to sacrifice his buddy Spags.
Yes.
As a result, and Spags, who has a home, he lives here in suburban Philadelphia, not far from me, then gets the job to coach Temple so he can stay home. What do you think about that?
Would he do that? Would he lower himself?
He's got the energy for it.
He would be a great coach there.
I think he'd be a great college coach.
Oh, no
I really do.
He has that air about himself, you know what I'm saying? Confident in himself. He'd get those kids to run through a brick wall.
That's what I'm saying.
How often do we see that?
That's a great call.
Yeah, it is a great call.
You're reading what I'm writing.
How often does that happen? I'm not saying it's a bad. I like the idea a lot.
Yeah.
And it brings Spags back. So I'm in favor of that.
He's a great guy.
He is amazing. How often does that happen where guys just leave the NFL and pick up into recently? I'm not saying like, oh, give me your all time. I'm just saying like recently, are we having situations like that where former coach coordinator is like, all right, that's it. I'm going to go to college.
Well, what would you say? Wouldn't you say Michigan State?
I'm sure it's Mel Tucker.
Mel Tucker, yeah.
Well, he was the head coach at Colorado too for a year before he went to Michigan State. So he
right.
Yeah, I don't know. I get your point. It doesn't happen very often, and it probably was like a position coach or a coordinator. But I really can't think of too many right off my head.
Look, Spags may look at this and say, I'm not going to get a head coaching job in the NFL.
Right. Yeah.
He might not want to be back in the NFL. You know,
right.
He might be tired of that stuff, man. He's like, man,
here he can sleep in his own bed every night. And, you know,
I'm out on this,
I think
man.
you're right.
I'm tired of him treating me like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let me go somewhere where I'm appreciated. He'd be definitely appreciated here. And can you imagine the recruiting edge that he would have?
Oh, are you kidding
in
me?
This area?
He'd be on with Gargano 2 days a week in studio.
Gags and Spags.
Yes. Bring back the whole imaging. Yeah, my goodness, man. I'm surprised Anthony. You should text Anthony that and put the bug in his ear. He starts doing it like every Friday.
Start texting him right away, like during the show.
Yep, every Friday there'd be
light him a cigar and sit back, his feet, kick his feet back. Yeah, we're gonna have Spags here.
That was one of the funniest things that Johnny Marks came up with when he was on that morning show. Was that Gags and Spags?
That was hilarious. It really was hilarious.
They even had a promo done.
Oh yeah, no, they had like 4.
The voiceover guy doing
it.
Gags and Spags.
Yep. Amazing. And it was like the real ESPN. Was it Cutler? Whatever the hell
it was Cutler. Yeah, it was.
Not Jake Cutler, Harry. I heard he's doing okay.
Oh, man.
Oh my God. Yeah, you're right. That was that whole thing there, man. By the way, Walker has shot up the Heisman board. Have you seen this?
Yeah, he was plus 150 at Parks on Sunday when I was doing my show. He was the leader. He was the favorite.
Did you see what he did? Of course,
off of his 197-yard 5-touchdown effort against Michigan.
He's
that gets people
375 on the open market.
Really?
Yeah,
that's better value.
Well, yeah, it's also the open market, so it's not a secure situation like it would be at a book.
Yeah,
you like that though? You like that? Well, your Cousins, what Kenneth Walker with that humongous game? My God, he bounced a couple of runs out of there.
I think I don't know. They got a tough schedule. They got Purdue this week. They got to go to Ohio State, and then they have Penn State at home. And I think they have Maryland in there too. I think they're going to lose a game. And that takes the shot. Wouldn't they have to run the table and at least get to the Big Ten championship for him to have a chance?
Over Bryce Young?
Over either Bryce Young or C.J. Stroud.
Is Caleb Williams done?
Caleb Williams?
Yeah, for Oklahoma.
No, he had like 6 touchdowns this past week.
So, yeah, I mean,
and they're undefeated.
They are undefeated. I know they're not a cover machine and everybody hates them for that, but Oklahoma's doing pretty well here.
Yeah, they are.
Now, do we have any update from John Clark?
No, he hasn't tweeted anything.
Nothing there?
No.
Do you think we'd be able to should Harry reach out and take pressure off of Barrett? Harry knows him well.
I got to take the pressure off of Barrett?
Well, yeah, Barrett's waiting for news. It's almost like, it's too much now to put on Barrett's plate. He's already going back and forth with John about news and information, right?
His last tweet was a retweet of one of his own tweets about Damian Lillard. So there's nothing on the Eagles front.
No, I don't think there's anything. I'm just monitoring. I'm wondering if you're monitoring the situation or monitoring, I guess, people who are monitoring the situation.
I am.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
that's what I need to know.
Yeah.
He's a detective, man. That's what Harry does best.
That's what I'm doing.
He finds the little things.
Right.
Yeah. He's all sleuthed out. That's what he does. He's got the sleuth out. Watch out. Harry's got the sleuth out.
What is this crimpet thing that you tweeted?
What do you mean?
About our show, when I tweeted the clip from our show, and he said something about calling you a crazy crimpet.
Oh, well, there was
what?
I don't know. One of these stupid shows here that this kid's watching is. It said something. It was like, oh, it's a crazy crimp or something like that. So I thought crimp, like from Crimpet.
Okay.
Isn't Crimpet? Isn't that Tasty Cake Crimpet?
Tasty Cake Crimpets, yeah. Butterscotch.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the string. Carlos Dew says how it needs to be included on any trade packages.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, that's why we're not able to move anybody. It's because nobody wants Howie.
Nope.
He's had Andre Dillard and Howie Roseman traded to the Colts.
Who's negotiating that by any means?
Oh, he's not going to negotiate, man.
No,
That's crazy.
Howie has to remove himself from negotiations.
How can we get Evan Washburn on the show this week?
What channel is it on?
It's going to be on CBS.
I'm sure I have him on the Black Book here.
Yeah, because it's Iron Eagle, Charles Davis, and Evan Washburn. He'd be great.
All washed out.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Your man's all washed out. You know that?
I think the capsule just kicked in about 5 minutes ago, Barrett. I think the 100 milligram capsule just kicked in. I think I can sense.
No. I'm trying to do three things at once and
yeah.
hold on to this child and still focus on what Barrett's saying.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man, I don't know. No, Zangaro hasn't tweeted anything. There's nothing happening.
And then don't get our hopes up, man. That's the problem. We get all washed out and want something to happen and it won't happen.
Let's see if JF has tweeted anything. John McMullen. No. He's retweeting Diana Rossini here.
Is there a new show or book?
Oh, the Steelers made a trade.
Let's hear it.
The Steelers traded Melvin Ingram to the Kansas City Chiefs per sources.
That's
really?
been works for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, according to Diana Rossini and retweeted by McMullen. And the Browns have no plans on trading Odell Beckham Jr.
Makes
per
sense.
sources. So, how about that? The Steelers.
That's a pretty big deal for the Chiefs, who
that's
clearly
a huge deal,
right?
It's a big deal. But I mean, what are the Steelers doing? Are they just basically throwing in the towel? They just won a game over Cleveland.
No, look, they have a running back who takes up like 110% of the volume of touches. Oh no, you're talking about who?
No,
Ingram.
I'm talking about Pittsburgh. Giving up.
I'm sorry, geez.
Defensive end, yeah. They just.
I don't know why I heard.
You think of Melvin Gordon?
Yeah, I don't know why I heard Melvin Gordon. I apologize.
No.
Ingram. They were trying to get that trade done for the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Now you know what that does.
I'm all what? What does it do?
We all see it.
It puts their it puts their defense back to where it was when they were winning on the defensive side of the ball. That's going to move
Kansas
Jones
City,
inside. It moves Jones back inside to the 3 technique where you can't block him.
Right.
Now you have Ingram on one side, and what's the other defensive end's name? Ford, not Ford.
No, Lou. Is it Lou? Is it Lou Ford?
No.
D Ford.
No, they got rid of him.
It is a D Ford, yeah.
I thought they got rid of him.
Yeah.
He went to San Francisco.
Yep, he's in San Francisco.
So which D line him? Which D is it?
No, Frank Clark used to be with the Seattle Seahawks.
Oh my God. Oh God. He is baked out.
I tell you.
D Lionel.
I thought that's what you said. I thought it was D Ford, in all honesty.
D Ford. Oh my God. No, it's not D Ford. It's Frank Clark.
Yeah, Frank Clark.
But see, now that might
Clark,
save
huh?
Spagnola's job. And there goes my Temple Owls.
Right. We're trying to trade him already, trying to get him out.
Yeah.
No, I mean, that really does
I
solidify
want
things.
Spags to come home.
Yeah.
Damn it. Save my alma mater.
I don't know though. Here's the thing. They also have a problem with their offense. Barrett saw how bad their offense was.
Well, teams are understanding how now to
take away Kelsey.
To take away not only take away Kelsey, but what they're doing is they're not allowing the cheetah to just run rampant and free through there. I mean, they're lining up like 15 to 17 yards off the ball. The safeties are.
Mm-hmm.
So they're back so far, they're just go catch whatever comes in front of them.
Right.
And it worked for a major part of the game. It worked. It worked for them. The Giants had really shut things down. They were making make them catch everything in front of them, and they were able to rally around them and come up and make the tackle.
Make the tackles, and then you just stay patient. Force Kansas City to stay patient, and then once they lose their patience, Mahomes will turn the ball over.
Yes,
that's pretty much how they beat them.
Yes, exactly.
That's how you beat them.
That's why Kelsey was all pissed off. You know what I'm saying? One play he was wide open, sitting in the end zone, and And, he decided to go to the cheetah instead of going to him. He was sitting there wide open.
Wow.
And he threw it to the cheetah in the back of the end zone. He was about to scramble. And I was like, wow, is it a changing of the guard? What's going on? I mean, did Kelsey say something to piss him off?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was thinking.
I don't understand how bad that they are. Like, they're just, it's like if they're not running a trick play, they don't know what to do.
Right. They're not consistent in the running game like they used to be. Well, they started running a lot better yesterday. But usually, you know what I'm saying, they have a consistent running game, which helps them out a lot.
Well, they lost Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah, Edwards-Helaire,
right.
yeah. So, teams are starting to defend the right. I mean, defensive coordinators get paid millions of dollars to stop everything.
Yeah.
How long do you think that they were going to be able to run that circus?
And who's this Derek Gore guy? He went to
touchdown last
Louisiana
night.
Monroe.
Right.
That's where Doug P went, I think.
Yep, yeah. He was toting it though. That's where Duck Dynasty went.
Yeah. He's not related to Frank Gore, is he?
I don't know, but they were calling him. That's not Frank Gore, is it?
No, were they really saying that on the broadcast?
Did they say that?
Yeah.
Not Frank Gore.
Yep.
Wow. That's awesome.
I know you can appreciate that.
How about 18 targets for Tyreek Hill, though, man? That's incredible.
But they were all like 5 yards or less.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I liked what they were doing, man, because, all right, if you go play deep like that, they were running nothing but like little dump downs to the running backs and, also to Hill on the sideline and give it to him, and they'd be back off like 10 yards. And by the time you got the ball to Hill, he ran 11 yards. He's that fast that, he eats that cushion up so fast that, it's like a running play with him almost. Just get the ball to him out on a little fade pass, and then you make it happen.
I saw people complaining about Matt Lombardo's Twitter behavior last night during the game.
People were crushing.
Yeah.
How about that? Your thoughts on this? It was an all-out crush attack.
What'd he do?
I don't know. People were annoyed that their timelines were being filled up with his garbage of people reacting to his bad takes.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on that?
I don't know. I mean, which take are we talking about here?
I'm sure it was Giants related. The guy covers the Giants.
Right.
Like let him be with something else. He wants to post a picture or something else. That's fine. I'm talking about the Giants stuff. Like, what the hell was that? Did you not see?
He tweets a lot, man.
Okay, well, there was something about how I guess it was David Jones could be elite. Like, if David Jones wants
Daniel Jones.
Yeah, pardon me.
Yeah.
Not Davy Jones.
Not Davy Jones. He's with the Monkeys.
Yeah.
He's a daydream believer.
So Daniel Jones could be, if he really wants to be elite, then it's like this drive needs to show it, right?
Oh, and big boy throw by Daniel Jones to Evan Ingram for a touchdown. That's another tweet.
Yeah, but I think there was something about how elite, if he wants to be elite, like show up and make a play like this drive or this game or something like that. People were not having elite and Daniel Jones in the same sentence.
Oh, okay.
You can't have that and Daniel Jones in the same sentence.
I could see why that would piss people off.
Well, I mean, I'm tell you the truth. I think Hurts is better than he is right now. Say what you want to say.
Yeah, I mean, look, he doesn't fumble the ball nearly as much as Daniel Jones.
He runs better than Daniel Jones, but
yeah, he does. It's not by a ton, but you're right, he does.
Here it is.
Jones runs for his life.
15 hours ago, if Daniel Jones is going to stake his claim as one of the NFL's elite quarterbacks and the Giants' future at the position, he has to cut down on turnovers.
Okay, well, look, let's respond when we get back, all right? It's the middle.
At Stateside Vodka, every new customer gets the world's best rocks glass, free.
What's that?
A rocks glass?
You're telling me that bottle is cut in half?
You could say that.
Holy shit.
And you're telling me I can get one of these glasses for free?
That's right. 1 free rocks glass per customer with each first-time purchase of stateside vodka. So good, it just disappears.
As a hard-working American, you've never experienced how tough life can be until now. A catastrophic injury while working on the job. A personal injury from someone else's negligence. Turned away by other law firms in the region who didn't bother to learn your story. It's time to meet the Fritz & Bianculli Law Firm and managing partner Brian Fritz. Badly injured? Call the Fritz & Bianculli Law Firm. Find out why they say, "We got this."
In Philadelphia, we celebrated the miracle with pride only 5 years ago. And then the following morning, IBEW Local 98 members went back to work, building this city, rescuing our communities from decay, and inspiring the young men and women of the region to take pride in who we are. Like the Cats, Local 98 members believe in hope. John Doherty, business manager of Local 98, says it this way: the best way not to forget where you come from is to never leave.
The savoring taste of a good bag of beef jerky is so enjoyable at any time of the day, as long as you can find it. Here's what we suggest. Pure Bull beef jerky is our answer, and soon it will be yours. Locally produced in the Philadelphia region, this high-quality, healthy protein snack is easy to secure. Go to steersnacks.com, and you'll see hot garlic, tropical heat, Pure Bull dry rub, and our favorite, Huck and Fod. What's that? Huck and Fod. Go now to steersnacks.com.
Go for the midnight dares. Go for the game. Go for the hits. Go for the fans. Go for the win. Go to Ocean Casino Resort. Book your trip at theoceanac.com.
Shander's low-key faded, man.
It's not low-key. That's my dog, man.
He is ripped up. Oh, my God.
What's that?
Now, Joey B says that Shander will be calling every delivery service for food in the next segment.
Yeah. I'm good, man. I can't eat.
Oh, man.
I can't eat. I got to go do stuff after this, like real life. Tuesdays are like my off day. So,
oh, you don't have other shows to do? You got to do other stuff?
This is an off day for me. It's just hanging with you guys.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, today I got to drop my car off to get painted, man. So,
you got
which car? Which car?
The Dodge Magnum.
Oh, okay.
A real car that he's using.
Yeah, the real car I'm using. Yeah.
Right.
Now, where do you take that to? Like a Mako, or where do you?
Yeah, I'm taking it to a Mako. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Uh-oh. you are on it today, Shad. You're on it.
Mako.
Why Mako? I
thought you'd go more high end.
Me
well,
too.
I got a homeboy,
man,
that does it, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a homeboy. He owns it, man. So
oh, there you go.
He's a boy. Yeah.
I'm surprised you don't own it.
Yeah.
What? I don't want any overhead. I don't want anything like that. I'd rather just sit down, talk with you guys, and get paid.
Yeah.
I don't want any overhead or anything. Most overhead I want is this computer, my internet, and that's it. Buy a couple of headphones every once in a while, some blue blocker glasses.
Yeah.
Blue blockers.
Yeah. You want the roof overhead. I get it.
Now, I don't know if any of you guys saw Sealski's column today.
Well, yeah, but are you just going to gloss past the Lombardo tweet that we teased reaction to on the way back before we can get to Sealski?
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, we got action here on Lombardo.
I mean, staking his claim as one of the NFL's elite. What?
What eliteness do you see in him?
Yeah, I mean, how many years are we in on this guy? 3? Is this his third or fourth? Third year, I think.
4th year, isn't it? I don't know.
It might be his 4th. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, there is no claim,
right?
You know,
his claim got rejected.
Yeah, I mean, and then he goes on and says that Jones now has 5 interceptions to just 5 touchdowns through 7+ games.
He only has 5 touchdowns.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a disaster.
Now, Jalen has what? How many touchdowns does he have?
More. Well,
Yeah.
as far as total, I should say total. I don't know if Harry was doing just the air.
Hold on.
I'm
But
looking at him now.
here's the thing. The point being is that
he's got 10 this year to 4 interceptions, 16 in his career to 8 interceptions.
And he has a QB rating of 89.3 right now for the regular season.
and he's not blowing games like
Right.
that webcam thing that Xander blocked. Like he's not blowing. It's not the reason why a team loses like we've seen Daniel Jones so much, so often.
Right.
That he would be so far removed from anything like a elite.
He's not fumbling the ball like he was last season.
Not yet.
I mean, he's only had 1 lost fumble this season.
Daniel Stephen Jones III, nicknamed Danny Dimes.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
That's what it says on Wikipedia.
That's what they call him.
No, he has 7
when he
touchdowns.
makes a throw.
7-5 this year, right?
Yeah, 7-5. Yeah.
Yeah.
QB rated 86.2.
He's just a pile of trash. That's all. Like, it's not his fault. I'm talking about on the field. He's probably a really nice guy. Danny Dimes in real life, probably really nice. Probably nice
Yeah.
for you.
Smart guy, went to Duke.
Yeah, probably a great dude.
It's never personal, what I'm saying, against a guy's character. It's all about production on the field. That's all they care about is production on the field. So you can't call him Danny Dimes when he doesn't throw any dimes.
He drops dimes like a coward. Right? He drops dimes like the person leaving the shootout to go over to the payphone. Hey, send the squad.
What? What's
Barrett
that in
goes,
reference to?
Come on, man.
What's that in reference to?
That's from that Steven Seagal movie. Was it Above the Law?
Oh, my God.
It was Above the Law.
Right? The one where it was the, oh, man, what was the, Screwface. What was the one with Screwface?
I don't know.
Yeah.
You'd have to ask my mom. She knows all his movies.
Yeah,
she likes him?
Yeah, she liked him.
Oh, man. He's like the worst action-packed hero, though.
I know.
Is he?
I mean, he's on a boat. He's on a boat as a cook. He ends up saving the boat, saving the Navy.
That movie got a crazy, right? Like that movie got a crazy review because it had Tommy Lee Jones. Remember who was the main star in it? Who was the woman in it who came out of the cake? It wasn't Kelly LeBrock. It was somebody famous. You're right. It wasn't Under Siege, was it? Was it?
I think it is Under Siege.
Is he the worst action hero of all time?
And there's 2 of them. There's Under Siege. There's Under Siege Dark Territory.
Too. Yeah. Like, think about that. Is he worse than Jean-Claude Van Damme?
I don't know if anybody's worse than Jean-Claude.
It's pretty close.
Right. But Jean-Claude, man.
Bloodsport is an all-timer, though, right? Like, you can't knock. Doesn't Bloodsport? Well, I don't know. Like, Bloodsport versus what was Marked for Death, I think, by the way, was Screwface. Above the Law. One of those Seagal movies was pretty good. Like the early, it was like maybe it was the early one, right? Anybody know the Bobby Lupo? He's looking for the guy Bobby Lupo, who's like he's like the main bad guy. He's got the pig face, and I always remember him from playing Sammy the Bull in some mob story. I'm going to tell you who it is, right?
Above the Law?
Yeah, Above the Law, not Above the
it?
Rim. All right, it's a completely different movie here, Harry. I don't want you looking down Tupac rabbit hole.
Above the Law is 1988.
Yes, Seagal cast, right? I think it's Above the Law.
And then Hard to Kill, then Marked for Death. I mean, he had a decent run there at
Come
the
on,
beginning.
bro. Pam Grier in Above the Law. You're knocking that? You're knocking an all-timer, Pam Grier?
I love Pam Grier.
Go ahead. Get back to what you were going.
What's her name? Erica. What's her name? Erica Eleniak?
Yes, she is in Under Siege. You're right.
Yeah.
Above the Law. God, there's one of these. What's the other one?
Sharon Stone's in it.
Yeah. That's the thing. All right, get back to that. We're done with Seagal.
Yeah.
Is he the worst? A former special operations Vietnam vet works as a Chicago cop and covers CIA. That's the Wikipedia. Whatever.
Pretty
that
bad.
happens.
Pretty bad. All right.
It all happened with Daniel Jones. All happened because of Daniel Jones. All right. You got down a Daniel Jones rabbit hole, and this is what you get. I'm just trying to give you a couple of same game NBA parlays before I get out of here. That's it. Yeah, over 50 movies for Seagal. Who's laughing now?
Hey, he made a lot of money.
Movies. Yeah. I mean,
I got to be honest. I agree with you. Seagal is an all-timer, but so is Stallone. Let's be fair here.
Yeah.
Stallone is a terrible action movie.
He is. He's terrible.
Come on, man.
He's made a ton of money.
Like Rocky is a drama, the first one at least. That's not like him carrying around a machine gun shooting 150 people without getting
like Rambo.
Yeah.
Rambo.
Yeah.
Right. Give me a little Charles Bronson, right? Somebody's grandfather walking around with a sawed off.
Yeah. He was overrated though, too. Bronson.
Well, yeah, because it made no sense. Like somebody's uncle, like great uncle, riding around in a tank. You're just like, what? Did any of them make sense?
No.
Did Charles Bronson or Braddock missing in action? Did any of that shit make sense?
No. Neither does this.
I have a
Steelsky's column?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Go ahead, because
he's making the assertion, and he might be right on this, that this running attack, for Sirianni is going to be short-lived because it doesn't fit the profile that Lurie and Roseman want for their football team, which is to be a pass-first, high-scoring, sexy offense, throwing the football all the time.
It definitely doesn't. It didn't fit that narrative.
Nope.
Not the narrative they want.
But my point is why is that the narrative? Isn't the narrative, shouldn't the narrative be figure out ways to win football games, based on the talent that you have?
Ask Doug that.
Yeah, but remember, we joked about this earlier in the offseason, in the preseason game, about how some analytics guy is making the call about who plays. This is not, what's that guy's name in Indianapolis? Like, this is not Crazy Man who's running around with the briefcase full of pills.
Irsay.
Yeah, Jim Irsay. This is, for better or worse, and most likely worse, this is a group of individuals, most likely Roseman and Lurie, or the majority of Roseman, getting analytic, like data information that dictates, you have to throw 65% of the time. And, all of this stuff to where any feel of it has been removed. Look, I hate to cross sports, but it's already evident in baseball. You can't hire somebody like Joe Girardi and then strip him of his ability to feel the game. So Nick Sirianni, to his credit, I guess this is his credit, but to maybe his aid, has never really been allowed to feel the game. If you believe on all of the stuff that's come out and that we kind of laughed about, but if you believe all that stuff that came out in the beginning of the year in the offseason about how the analytics department has this huge hold over the front office, then wouldn't it make sense that they're getting it from somewhere, even though we all disagree with it?
Yeah, no, you're right. And they'd make the case that this could be a bad sign for Jalen Hurts, that they win a game where he only throws 14 passes. It doesn't bode well for his longevity here.
Right. They were trying to see if he can, hold the team up as a franchise quarterback, as opposed to seeing what is his strengths. Can you use his strength? Can he win you games with his strengths? It's tough, man. It's damn if you do, damn if you don't with Jalen Hurts. When you have upper management basically saying, all right, we put you here. And since we put you here as the coach, you need to do what we say do. You see what we did to the last guy.
Right.
Don't play with us.
Right.
You know what I mean? Don't play with us now. We'll let you go.
And we held a parade for that guy, too, like 3 years ago.
Right.
There's a statue in front with him, man.
Yeah.
A statue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Both those guys on the statue, gone. Gone. You see that, buddy? Gone. Play with us if you want. You'll be gone.
I think you're right. And that's where I mean, let's assume real quick. Let's assume you're right. What does that even mean for this year? Isn't this year just a waste of time?
No.
Well, it wasn't. It's supposed to be a year where you tried to figure out what you had.
Yeah, but Barrett said everything's figured out, which I'm more partial to agreeing than not. Barrett said everything's figured out by now.
I think they might have made their decision on the quarterback already, that he's not the guy to be a franchise quarterback.
That might be the case.
Okay, well then what's the rest of it? Look, if they're going to keep him out to try and increase trade value and move him at the end of the year, then in hindsight, they got it right. Right? But otherwise, what are you going to do? You're going to go to Gardner Minshew right now?
No.
To do what? To save face? What does that even mean?
Well, they're not saving anything right now.
There's no season to save, right?
No. It's not necessarily that. Right now, they're grooming. They're grooming, supposedly grooming a quarterback, and they're grooming a coach. One is tied with the other. They're trying to bring him up to speed into what they like to do. I guess that's what you would say.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If you're thinking about how this head coach was picked by this GM and this owner to show everybody that we can do it. We did it before. Watch how we build this guy into a Super Bowl winning coach like we did the last one. So if you're talking about this season is saying, okay, then watch what we do.
Yeah, but we'll see this week because the Chargers are a team that you should run the football predominantly against. So we'll see if they do that.
Ranked 32nd in yards allowed on them.
Right.
And you don't want to throw. You don't want to throw the ball, man. You don't want to do it. You got Joey Bosa coming off the corner. You really want to put Jordan Mailata in that predicament? I mean, come on, man. It's not cool, man.
Right.
It wouldn't be cool at all. Run the ball, win the game, get the girl. That's what it's about, bro.
You would think it would be that simple, right?
Right. It's totally simple in my eyes.
Wow. Wow. I don't know, man. I don't know what they do this week. Do we like them this week?
No. I don't care.
Is the line 3?
Has it been updated?
It was 2.5, actually.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know if it updated to 3.
What's the Chargers record?
Are they 4-4?
5-3 or 4-4? I think they might be. I don't know why I thought. Here, I have it. They're 4-3.
4-3. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. They've had their bye already.
Bye and lost.
Yeah, right.
I mean, that was a terrible loss for them. They had every opportunity to force Mac Jones to be a difference maker. They also were pretty vulnerable, but they weren't even like gashed. It was just, again, like timing of it. They really didn't force the Patriots to do anything. So I don't know. It was weird. They're definitely beatable. They're not like they opened up the season, at least, where they were dominating and Justin Herbert.
It's actually down to 1.5 in some spots.
I love it. Let it drop. I'm going to jump on that Chargers as low as it goes.
Wow. 1.5 at DraftKings, 1.5 at PointsBet.
Look at
2.5 at PointsBet. 2.5 at PointsBet. My bad.
I'll take Wyoming, by the way, Joey B, with the points at home.
Wyoming.
Yeah, Wyoming's just a really tough place to play. Highest altitude in the country.
I've been to that stadium.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Highest altitude in the country, Harry. I don't know. Do they tell you that coming in, like to brag about it, right?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. The weather's volatile. It's tight game like that. I would take the points at home. What's up? You good?
Nothing good or nothing at all, bro.
Nothing good, meaning like nothing's happened.
Nothing's happened, man. I answered, thought it was somebody from my office, and it wasn't. So I had to rush him off the phone.
Was it somebody asking about your car warranty?
Yes.
Toledo's a 9-point favorite. You like that side, huh?
I do. Their defense, they have a top 15 defense in the country, Toledo. Their linebackers are everywhere.
Are they like the leader of the MAC right now?
No, actually, Northern Illinois is the leader of the MAC. So Toledo's not a great team. I just like them a lot in this matchup.
Who are they playing?
Eastern Michigan.
Eastern Michigan.
Both
at home.
Came off wins last week. Eastern Michigan really likes to run, and that's the thing. Toledo, their front and those linebackers, they have 3 guys, really 4 in that unit. that can just kill you. And they're all over the place. These guys are 13, 15 yards downfield, or they're 15 yards upfield. It's insane how fast they are. So if you take away Eastern Michigan's run game, I don't really know what else they have.
Toledo only lost to Notre Dame at Notre Dame by 3.
What?
Yeah.
They're not a terrible their defense. I'm telling you, their defense is insane.
Colorado State beat them up though, 22-6.
But that's the thing. They only gave up 22, Colorado State's offense, right?
Yeah.
Like they're not high powered, but
Colorado State has to run the ball. Adazio's their coach.
They have to.
Yeah.
Now they had better talent than Eastern Michigan does.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's the only thing I looked at tonight from I did jump in over 7.5 rebounds for Rashawn Holmes, over 12.5 for Rudy Gobert. That same game parlay is going to get you plus 125.
Wow.
Well, I need to figure out who's going to play next week for the MAC.
That's you. You're all in.
MAC. Yeah. So, but I got to figure out who's going to play. Seeing if I can make it.
Well, which that is that like the Wednesday game?
This is the Wednesday game. Yes.
Yeah.
The Wednesday game.
Yeah, we're both on now. I'm RSVP, and I know Harry is too. So we're both off on an event, and Barrett's out doing a game. So
we got to get somebody to fill in.
Jeff Kerr. You know, Barrett. Here's the thing: Barrett has done
2 events.
We haven't talked to John in a while. I was at an appointment earlier, so forgive me for not watching today, but I also know that there are travel days, etc. I don't know if he has to get a COVID test for coming in, but I assume McMullen was back on a Tuesday, right?
I'm not sure.
We should get him on.
Wow, there's 3 MAC games on Wednesday night next week.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you know which game you're doing?
No, that's what I'm waiting on now.
Oh. I mean, they got Ball State at Northern Illinois, Kent State at Central Michigan, and Toledo at Bowling Green.
Harry, we got 3 tonight.
Wow.
I'm surprised you're on full neglect mode here.
Yeah. I've been out of it for action.
What's wrong with you? Why are you? It's college football. How could you not sit down and watch games? Who cares?
But it's the MAC.
There's always some excitement. Honestly, like I feel more connected to the game of football this year than I ever have in my life.
Really?
Yeah, that's not any like hyperbolic statement meant to drive the phone lines for the next 25 minutes because we're gassed and we have to get through the final 30 of a 4-hour show. That's legit. Like, honestly, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because it's a game from a college to NFL standpoint that I can watch and live bet. And I don't mean to joke. And I know there's a joke built in on that, but maybe there's something to that where, the flow of the game, I'm just more in tune with. But that's not the case with the NBA either. You can kind of, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what it is. I love the NBA. I love watching the Sixers. I love watching college basketball, which is right around the corner. I'll tolerate the NHL and MLB as much as I give them shit. But I don't know what it is.
College football, man, it's amazing, man. Watching those guys trying to make it, and I've been in their shoes before, trying to play to the best of your ability, out there trying to make plays. It's not pure anymore because, you have all these outside entities, picking at them now. You can get paid to do this, you can get paid to do that now.
Right.
You're trying to make it to the next level, but still, man, the essence of football, man, is right there at the college level. Love the college level.
Yeah.
I mean, that's when a coach can tell you, hey, man, do it, and you just do it. In the NFL, they'd be like, I'll think about it. College football coach says jump, you're going to jump, man. That's why I love college football. Love college football. Love calling the games.
That's the thing. Like, I agree with you, Barrett. I think there's something to the sense of it being different. Like, it's not us watching the Raiders and Chiefs. It's watching something completely different. Like, the game is different. There's a different feel to it. And Harry's, as much of a college football hunk as there is. So
yeah, I got to admit, though, I'm a little down on it this year.
Yeah, I don't know why that is.
Well, I'll tell you why it is. It's because I know that my alma mater is in a bad spot. Like they have,
mine too.
They have reverted back almost to the pre-golden days.
Ooh, that's tough.
Already.
Not the golden days like the happy days. You mean the Al Golden days.
Al Golden days.
Right. Somebody may think like, what do you mean going back to the golden days?
Yeah.
Well, The roads were not paved with gold with Al Golden's tenure here.
I mean, they won one game last year and were blitzed by COVID, and now this year they just look non-competitive.
Yep.
So
they have some athletes too.
I know they do.
They have some athletes. I don't understand what's going on. Is that why you're saying it's going to be tough on this coach?
Yeah. Well, they got a new athletic director too, and a new president.
Right.
So those guys are going to want to pick their guy.
Well, that makes a lot of sense then.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's straight from the MAC. Carries straight from the MAC. No Illinois.
Yeah, I know.
That might be the reason why he can't recruit out
That's
here.
another reason why I'm a little down on the MAC.
I think that's a good point.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see how Northern Illinois has maintained losing him.
Right. Well, you look at the stream is man.
Yeah, I know.
Not return of the MAC.
Yeah.
They've been around you guys too long, man.
Yeah.
It is the return of the back. Like, seriously, to John Dickerson's point on the stream, how do you come out? What's that first game? How do you come out if you're ESPN? I assume they're carrying it, and you don't have that Craig Morrison song playing, right? Return of the MAC. You lied to me, right? Remember that shit?
No, I don't.
Return of the MAC.
Come
Here
on.
it is.
Really?
Oh my God!
You lied to me. Yeah, come on, man.
I don't even know this song.
Not Craig Mack.
No, although you could do Craig Mack, right? Flavor of the Year. Nobody knows that one though anymore.
Craig is that dude, man.
You could do the remix.
Passed away, didn't he?
He
passed
did,
away.
did he?
Oh, he did too.
I'm lost. I'm like Barrett when we talk golf.
Oh my
now.
Right.
I'm out.
Like Ryan Balance is on right now.
Yeah. Right.
If you guys start talking golf, if you watch the stream,
Yeah.
watch what the stream said. Oh, Barrett's totally checked out on this. I said when you guys are talking golf, I sit there and I would just read the stream.
Right.
Yeah.
Just take a phone call.
Right.
Jeez.
Might as well just. Yeah. Oh, he did he?
Yeah.
You could keep pushing that too. Oh, he did he? Boy, I tell you, man. All right, we got to take a quick break. That's hilarious. You see anything else coming out from trade day?
No, nothing. It's all quiet.
It's all quiet on the Sixers and Eagles front.
Yep.
Somebody's pounding that away. It's all quiet on the front here, huh? Like somebody. I guarantee you. Some stupid. All right. So with that said, we also have to look at, because Harry's out on the MACtion tonight. This Thursday night game is going to be, I think, on the surface, atrocious.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, man. You don't think people will be watching?
Yeah, they'll be watching.
What
but
Colts can do here?
Yeah, absolutely. And there might be a little renewed interest in the Jets after they beat the Cincinnati Bengals. I mean, they got 2 wins now, right?
They do.
Yeah. But answer me this before we go to break. Why in the world did the Jets trade for Joe Flacco?
Did you hear that he didn't even get there till Friday?
Yeah, I just don't know if he's just not going to play. Maybe they didn't know what they had in White. Nobody knew what they had. White's projections, like his over-under was like 205.5.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but they traded for him, and he said, "Oh, guys, I got some stuff I got to take care of here." And he stayed down here till Friday. Oh, what time you guys practice on Friday? What time you guys have practice on Friday? All right, I'll get there. I'll try to make practice on Friday.
Wow.
Right.
And that was last week, last Friday?
Yes, last Friday.
Okay, so no wonder he wasn't prepared. But I mean,
right.
geez.
I mean, how are you gonna say you just get traded and it's like, all right, well, what time you guys have practice on Friday?
Man.
I got some stuff I got to do.
I remember that White kid from Western Kentucky. He played in one of them lousy bowl games. I remember I watched that airs during the day, like before Christmas. One of those afternoon games.
Yeah,
like the Bahamas Bowl or something like that. And I had a bet on it.
That's awesome.
Not the Weed Eater Bowl.
Yeah, the Poulan Weed Eater Bowl.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Amazing, isn't it?
Bowl.
Yeah.
No, that's hilarious. All right, we got to take a quick break. We're back coming up. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the JAKIB Media YouTube page. It's the middle.
At Stateside Vodka, every new customer gets the world's best rocks glass, free.
What's that?
A rocks glass?
You're telling me that bottle is cut in half?
You could say that.
Holy shit.
And you're telling me I can get one of these glasses for free?
That's right. One free rocks glass per customer with each first-time purchase of Stateside Vodka. So good, it just disappears.
As a hardworking American, you've never experienced how tough life can be until now. A catastrophic injury while working on the job. A personal injury from someone else's negligence. Turned away by other law firms in the region who didn't bother to learn your story. It's time to meet the Fritz & Bianculli Law Firm and managing partner Brian Fritz. Badly injured? Call the Fritz & Bianculli Law Firm. Find out why they say, "We got this."
In Philadelphia, we celebrated the miracle with pride only 5 years ago. And then the following morning, IBEW Local 98 members went back to work, building this city, rescuing our communities from decay, and inspiring the young men and women of the region to take pride in who we are. Like the Cats, Local 98 members believe in hope. John Doherty, business manager of Local 98, says it this way: the best way not to forget where you come from is to never leave.
The savoring taste of a good bag of beef jerky is so enjoyable at any time of the day, as long as you can find it. Here's what we suggest. Pure Bull beef jerky is our answer, and soon it will be yours. Locally produced in the Philadelphia region, this high-quality, healthy protein snack is easy to secure. Go to steersnacks.com, and you'll see hot garlic, tropical heat, Pure Bull dry rub, and our favorite, Huck and Fod. What's that? Huck and Fod. Go now to steersnacks.com.
Go for the midnight dares. Go for the game. Go for the hits. Go for the fans. Go for the win. Go to Ocean Casino Resort. Book your trip at theoceanac.com.
Barrett, I got to ask you a question about NBC. Do they ask all of you guys to just tweet periodically, regardless of really if you have anything to tweet? I guess it's sort of part of the job is my question, because like John Clark just put out a tweet. NFC East, 6-1 Cowboys, 3-5 Eagles. 2-6 Giants, 2-6 Washington, and then a picture of some random Eagles players, and just tweets that out. Like, was that really necessary? Like, I'm thinking like they're telling him to put stuff out every so often, so he's just got to keep generating.
Well, that's
content.
what he does. I mean, he does that. We're supposed to tweet. We're supposed to do all that. We're supposed to, yes. Like they
suggested.
Yeah, they actually show us what we've done for each week. Social media,
the analytics.
Really? They show
break
that
down the analytics.
They break it down.
So you meet on Tuesday afternoons with the boss, and they go over the analytics.
They call me every once in a while. Barrett,
your numbers.
I need you.
Your numbers are dragging, Barrett.
Right. Harry's never had to deal with that personally, but I'm sure you've heard that call to the guy next to you in the cubicle. Stan, we need to talk about your numbers.
Well, yeah, and I talked to him. I was like, yo, I'm trying, guys.
Right. Hey, look, it's a
downtime
in the economy, man. I'm telling you, things are gonna pick up.
Well, actually, I got probably about 2 months ago, I got pissed off. I said, what do you want me to do? Tweet about my damn food or something? What, man? Ain't nothing happening. I'm just going there just to tweet. I'm like, come on, man. I'm not doing that, man. I'm not doing it. You can fire me now. I'm not.
Wow.
Doing it.
I love this.
I got a little pissed off, man. I mean,
yeah.
It ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm doing what I can. I'm posting. I'm on, NBC Sports all the time. My numbers are great on there. Like when I do my hits and stuff like that.
Your baritone.
Baritone is like the number one thing we have on our social media. You know what I'm saying?
Is that right?
Yeah, man. It's great content. Great content.
It's all about it. Yeah, absolutely. It's ridiculous that they would come down on you for not.
Right. You know, get a life, man.
Yeah.
Now they start saying, "Well, we're gonna have to," you know. Oh, hey, man, I was just playing, man. You know,
hell yeah.
Hey, what do you want me to say? Oh, yeah. Oh, my dog just took a dump.
Right.
All right.
Just got my car painted today. That's what you'll put up this afternoon. You should show a before and after photo. Take a photo now, and then a photo when you get done.
Right,
put it out there, and that's where you can promote your buddy's shop.
There you go.
See,
there you go. That's Harry. That's Harry. You're
on
guy,
something.
Man.
You're on to something.
I'm sitting there. Look, my niece is in my room, right? Because she ain't feeling good.
Oh yeah.
So you know, she's laying down, man, while I'm doing the show.
Oh yeah.
She ain't feeling good, man.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, she threw up. I've been cleaning up throw up.
How old is she?
She's 7.
Oof.
Oh,
7, man.
That's tough, man.
It is, man. It is. You know, she not what she does. She waits for me to get off the show, and then she wants to you know, in the base we just redid everything. She wants to put scary movies on.
Mm-hmm.
I hate scary movies. I keep telling her that, but she loves scary movies. That's the only kid I know. She was 5 years old and wanted to watch Chucky movies all the time.
Really?
I'm like, am I a bad uncle for letting you watch Chucky movies? You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking to myself.
Why don't you just put scary movie on? Yeah, you want to watch a scary movie? Watch
that.
How many are there? There was like 2 or 3 of those in there.
Oh, there's like 4.
7.
Yeah,
they made more than that.
Yeah, but somebody else picked up. It wasn't the Wayans brothers, I don't think, making all of them. I think they picked up. I think somebody else, like in a production thing, picked up. Man, that's got to be the best spoof. Like airplane. Wow.
Drinking your juice in South Central.
You also, that Blazing
Don't be a
Saddle.
menace. Blazing Saddle, man, is all time. My pops, man, used to watch Blazing Saddles, and all I would hear is him laughing. I'm talking about,
you couldn't make that movie today.
You could. You absolutely couldn't.
No,
you absolutely couldn't.
That's back when movies were good.
You could. I mean, it's to watch Blazing Saddles now.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, this generation would go nuts.
Oh, I know.
What the hell is this?
Yeah. You should be forced to watch Blazing Saddles, actually.
Curriculum,
yeah. Get this tweet from Kevin Kincaid a half hour ago.
Oh, no.
A lady at the voting precinct said, quote, "I look like Aaron Rodgers," end quote, which you have to take as a compliment. Now,
yeah, I mean, okay.
He does favor him.
He does kind of. I can see it. But is he, does he have a ponytail?
I hope not.
Because Aaron Rodgers has a ponytail.
If he does, he'll never be welcome on this show again.
I saw what is it? A Christmas party or not Christmas party, but a Halloween get up he had. He was looking like the action movie. He was on the movie Speed, but the other movies he was on, the action movies on.
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves. He was dressed up as Keanu Reeves, man.
Oh yeah.
He's almost a spitting image of him too.
Wow, that's crazy. Wow. You don't offer that up.
Yeah.
You don't offer up like, hey, somebody. We don't know if Kincaid that really happened or if he's making it up.
I know.
You know, Kincaid wouldn't be that guy to just make something up.
I don't know that. I trust his journalistic.
I don't know. It might be a slow week on Crossing Broad. He might be trying to generate some content and more hits to the website.
Look, if he's reporting about some internal issue at the Inquirer, then absolutely, I'm all there for it.
Right.
But if he's just saying somebody said I look like Aaron Rodgers, I don't know. It's a little bit of a give or take. That's a little bit of a risk. John Wick. Is that who it was?
Yeah, John Wick. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Are those movies any good?
I like them.
Barrett.
That was Bruno's favorite, one of his favorite franchises. The John.
I like it.
Why?
I don't know.
Why do you need that in your life?
Killing. If you want to see killing, that's what you watch. I mean, there's really no storyline.
No.
You know, it's about
why do you
killing.
need that?
You don't always need a storyline with a movie.
I don't know. I feel like there needs to be something here. All right, well, here, check this out, because it doesn't look like, if you keep reading the waiver wire, it doesn't look like there is going to be any deal whatsoever with the Philadelphia Eagles.
Right.
So I think right now, what's the deadline? 4:00 Eastern?
Yes.
nothing has happened. There's no last-minute deal. I think we need to put down any hopes that the Eagles have done anything. But again, it doesn't mess with anything at all.
Well, no trade is still a great story. You know what I mean? That means they feel as though they're going in the right direction with the players that they have. Wouldn't you say that?
Either that or they just weren't offered enough to part ways with guys. I mean,
I
think Howie would love to make a move.
I think so also. If he wanted to, he could, though.
He could. I also think, though, that or to Barrett's question, just because they don't trade Fletcher Cox, let's say today by 4:00 Eastern, does that mean that they're committed to him moving forward?
No, he could still be a draft day trade next year.
Yeah.
I just don't think they're compelled to make a move. The season was again, Zach Ertz is opportunity. Zach Ertz was traded to a team that was desperate. They didn't have a tight end.
Well, yeah, I mean they like third stringers.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
And that's a team with Super
Bowl.
But
isn't some team around the league desperate for a defensive tackle?
Yes. This like Kansas City was desperate.
Right.
Pittsburgh, he wouldn't fit in Pittsburgh's scheme.
No, I'm joking because of
he can go to the Bills. The Bills need some more help up front.
Could he go to New England?
You put him next to Oliver up front. That's pretty formidable.
Hell yeah!
Now you got something.
That's making some noise.
Yeah,
that's making some serious noise.
When I saw, aren't the Bills? Aren't they the favorites right now in some places to win the Super Bowl?
Some places, not all.
Yeah.
Well, who would you say is the favorites right now? To me, it'd either be the Rams.
Yeah, I'd probably lean Rams
or Cowboys.
Wow, you're out on Arizona that fast?
Yeah,
I believe more in the Rams.
Murray is Murray's. In fact, he's out right now, but he's at half strength, man.
I like this Rams defense too. Now, especially you add in linebacker. My goodness, Von Miller. To that
love
group.
it.
Yeah.
Can you
don't think Von Miller's going to wait until next Friday to show up to the Rams, do you?
I don't think he has a chance
already.
That's what I'm saying.
He packed this stuff up yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's got the people up there packing his stuff up right now as we speak.
He's been out. Yeah.
Oh, no question. No
He
question.
wants no part. No part.
He might leave that stuff there. Y'all keep this. I'm
right. You get Joey B to pack it up for him.
Not Joey Bosa.
No. Joey B would go to Von Miller's house.
I think so.
No question.
We get him to show up.
No question about that.
Oh, Joey. Right? Never know. I don't know how Joey sounds. We got to get him on the stream just so I can do his voice next time. But yes.
I know. He should call in.
They were saying we need a 1-800 number. We need a 1-800 number for the middle.
Yeah, we need a voicemail. Let's go to sound off. Or is that
all right? Here's a trade.
Not traded. Yes.
The Texans are trading defensive end Charles Omenihu to the Niners.
Okay.
Adam Schefter. I don't know who that player is.
What are your thoughts on that?
There is no thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the Houston Texans are awful and they mean nothing in the long scheme. Now, they had that one trade, but that was it. Moving a running back in Ingram.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's it.
And they're all pissed off. Like, why would you? They did that before. And they left Watkins there just with no type of offense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No type of
Now this guy just puts out, Jeremy Fowler puts out, among the Houston Texans players expected to be available as trade deadline nears, tight end Akins, safety Lonnie Johnson, running back Lindsey, linebacker Cunningham, and of course Deshaun Watson. He didn't even mention the guy that they just traded.
No. Zero.
So basically the whole team's available for trade in Houston.
But isn't that wild right there? Like, wow, that's insane. I don't even know if you would I don't know, take advantage of anybody from Houston based on the fact that it's clearly a fire sale and you could probably get at this point somebody cheap.
What are you talking about? The Eagles?
Anybody.
Well, the only guy that anybody really wants, they're not going to apparently give away for cheap, and that's the quarterback.
No. Well, that's another thing, too. We didn't even bring him up. It's 16 minutes before we get out of here. There's no way that you think Deshaun Watson gets dealt, right?
No.
Nope. So that deal and that dream is done for talking about that for the next 6, 7, 8 weeks. Oh, the Miami Dolphins a Super Bowl contender. Let's go to Shannon Sharp next.
Did you see Tua? Tua got out. Tua's like, hey, how do you feel about this team? Throwing you out there like you're going to trade it or whatnot. He said, he said he's not feeling any type of way. He said he feels wanted.
Yeah.
Because they didn't think he felt wanted. I'm like, at this point, he's still a major trading tool right now. They're still trying to trade him.
Might be able to get something for him. You're right.
He's having a pretty good season right now.
It's not terrible.
Playing solid.
Tua?
Not terrible.
They just suck.
That's a pretty good response here from Kincaid.
I'm looking at what happened.
Well, I tweeted him and I said, "Ponytail Aaron Rodgers?" ? And he goes, "No, the version that was dating Olivia Munn."
Now I'm calling bullshit. Nobody in the grocery store said that. You look like Olivia Munn.
That boyfriend Olivia Munn used to run around with. What's his name?
Seriously. He took it too far.
Yep.
Too close to the sun, Kincaid. Way too close to the
He
sun.
said too close to the sun.
You had it. You were going. It was a beautiful view. Like a beautiful view, cuz. But instead, you got burned. I don't know. We're not going to see anything at all. They're really these trade deadlines are pretty deflating, I think.
Yeah, they are.
The biggest news is, I think, Adrian Peterson coming back to the NFL, right?
The biggest news was the players that were hurt this past weekend. And, like Jameis Winston and Derrick Henry. That was the bigger news, right?
That's huge news.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry being out.
Yeah, that's enormous.
10 weeks. Absolutely.
This all set up well for the Eagles because they've got to face the Saints in a couple weeks. Jameis is done. They got to face Denver in a couple weeks. No Von Miller.
Nope.
That's absolutely amazing.
They definitely get a little bit of a break. You're right. Looking at this schedule coming up, I don't know. I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
What are you guys thinking? I mean, should they start tanking? Why do we want to make the playoffs?
Oh, now you're interested in tanking, huh? Now you're interested in tanking. I give you something 2 weeks ago. I'm an idiot.
But seriously, man, what are they going to gain this year?
What would you do? How would you go about tanking? Just start Minshew instead of Hurts, or
just keep doing what they're doing?
Well, yeah, that's, I think, a big part of it.
I mean, go back to throwing the ball 40 times and only running the ball 3 times.
You don't think that Jeffrey Lurie wants to make the playoffs? Think about what that would say. See, you guys thought I was an idiot for getting rid of Doug Peterson. I brought in my guy here, and he got us to the playoffs.
Right, my guy.
Right.
I brought him in.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's something to that. The braggadocious element of it.
Yes.
At the same time, you have 3 picks, most likely. At least you can control yours.
Yeah, but that Dolphins pick is going to be good.
Dolphins pick's going to be great, but who knows what happens with the Colts? I know the Derrick Henry thing. We talked about that at the start of the show, but who knows? Colts still have to beat the teams in front of them.
Right, but I mean, they beat the next 2 teams, which they should. They're 5-5. Now that gets you 10 games in a 17-game schedule. Carson only has to get to 70% of the snaps, right? Well, if you're 5-5, you're back in the hunt. So he's going to play the next couple weeks.
So let me see.
You know what I mean?
You'll let the big dog hunt?
Calculator.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait a second.
Big dog.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Don't you think they're going to pull the reins if it gets that close and the team is just not going to do anything?
Yeah, but you might get to 70% by then.
Well, if he starts in 13 games, he'll be over to 75%.
It's 13 out of 17.
Yeah.
Yeah.
13, right. But all of a sudden you get to 11. Next thing you know, he doesn't feel so good. Maybe you don't feel so good today, huh?
Well,
That's
they're
only
5
5
and
more
5
games.
after the next 2 games, and then they lose to Buffalo, and then they lose to Tampa Bay. They're 5 and 7. That's 12 games.
He's playing in those games, though.
Right. But now you're 5 and 7. Now you might be out of it.
Yeah.
Then they pull the ripcord.
That's what I'm saying. Right. 12 games.
Now that I could believe. At 5 and 7.
You see?
I could believe that.
There's something to that now.
Yes, there is.
Can you believe how pissed off he would be? He would go into a shell, man. They would ruin his psyche forever.
Yeah, but
he wouldn't know how to handle that.
But do you want him back if that's the case anyway?
We don't care about his psyche.
They're on the hook for his contract still.
How much longer?
The next 2 years?
2 years?
Yeah.
Well, you're talking about the Colts.
Yeah, you got to get rid of him. If you're the Colts, you got to move on.
How are they going to move on from him with that contract? Nobody else wanted him when they had a chance to have him.
True.
Nobody wants him right now.
Wow.
He's there. They picked up his contract.
Maybe he just has a phantom.
No, he has 3 years left on that contract. 3. It's 3 years left on that contract. So he'll be there.
You don't think I'm trying to think of a team that could trade for him.
Jacksonville, definitely not.
No, not Jacksonville.
No.
That's why I stopped. Do you think there would be? I'm thinking of
Minnesota.
Minnesota's not bad. They have to get rid of Cousins.
Well, Cousins is gone after this year.
That's what I'm saying.
Last year on his contract.
There's no way they bring him back.
No.
Imagine him going back to Washington.
Well, how about Washington? That's another thing too. If you're Washington, don't you take a crack at Wentz?
No.
You've had it. You've seen enough in division, and then also
I think so.
Absolutely. I've seen enough. I have seen enough. And the NFL does that, man. Once they put a label on you, it's hard to get out of that label. Bro.
Yeah.
The thing we can't have is we can't have the Washington football team get a hold of a Deshaun Watson who's free and clear to play.
Is that possible?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. He's gone now. They mutually agreed to part ways.
What are you talking about?
D-Jax.
No, he said Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson.
Oh, Watson. Okay, I thought
Yeah.
D-Jax.
No.
He still wouldn't be able to play for the next year and a half?
But he comes back.
Year and a half.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't know. We don't know. I can't imagine he plays this year, but I don't know what happens next year.
Right.
But to Harry's point, if Washington somehow gets it, wow, that would be a crazy coup.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if I was Deshaun, I'd be like, yo, you guys need to start suspend. If you're gonna suspend me, start me now. Start the clock right now, man.
Right.
That's the thing. They haven't done any of that. Nobody has any idea what the hell's going on here.
So they should just play him.
They can't.
He's not on any list.
He's not on any list.
He can play.
No, he can't. They're not paying him either.
They are paying him. They are paying him right now. Yes.
Yeah.
No, the NFL, they're paying him.
Yeah, he's not
only
suspended
making
or anything.
Oh, he's not suspended. No.
He's only making like $10 million right now, like $10.5 million. He can play right now. That's why I don't care about his contract right now.
Right.
It's not till next year when it kicks in, when he's up there like a 30-something million.
Okay, so that's when it accelerates, is what you're saying. Okay, I thought it was like, by not paying him, like it's chicken scratch.
So yeah, that's what it is.
Right? It's all scratched. Keep on scratching.
Oh my God. Wow. This
is
it.
This is it.
They really kicked in about 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, man.
I got a nice little juicy parlay here for you. Ready?
Yeah.
At some point. I'll give it to you at some point.
Yeah, next year his contract goes from a $9.8 million cap hit to a $16 million cap hit. And then the year after that, it goes to $40 million.
So you have to get
No, I'm sorry. I was reading the wrong year. Next year is when it goes to 40 from 16. 16 to 40 next year.
So that's what it is.
Wow.
It's that big of a jump.
That's huge.
That's gigantic.
Can the Eagles afford to pay that right now for next year? Yes.
Yeah, because they've got so much allocated to Wentz, and he's not even on the team.
Exactly.
Right?
So yes, they can afford that.
Yeah.
Do they have the draft capital to do it?
Yes, they do.
Yes. Do they have a player they can trade for him?
Yes.
Yes.
Does he want to be here though?
No.
But if he comes here and he plays immediately, Bro, he can come in and change this whole franchise.
You
right
think
now.
Nick Sirianni won't run him off?
No, they'll just plant flowers together.
Oh yeah,
That's all.
Yeah,
that's all.
Is that an enticement? By the way, you get to plant flowers with the head coach.
You and Nick Sirianni, it should grow like a garden at NovaCare Complex.
Hey man, anything to get your guys going, man. I mean the
Get
players,
pumped
man,
up
they
and ready.
fought for him after that. Yeah, the players fought for him after that, man.
Okay, let's see what happens against the Chargers, because he's coming with something.
Yeah,
he's coming with some sort of craziness. Now, what's the next?
What would it be?
I don't think so. I think he's done with that, man. He finally saw that,
he saw the light.
Yeah, he finally saw that, that was some BS that he said, and he shouldn't have said it.
I thought he was blinded by the light. Instead, he saw it. Is what you're telling me.
I don't know. Maybe he comes out with some T-shirt with a big old tulip on it or something. You got to pull up the video. See, Eytan has not failed to show us the video of him selling the razors yet.
Right.
All right.
And the video of the guy with the flower costume on.
I don't know what the flower costume.
I sent it to you
on my email. Well, what do you want to watch? We got 5 minutes.
I want to watch you sell razors.
All right. Jesus.
This is must see.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You bypassed 2 days, man.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was. All right. Well, let me find it real quick, because
maybe we can get that. What'd you sell? How many thousands of dollars?
And by now it's upwards. It's probably about 100K, I think, something like that.
There you go. You might get paid again, bro.
Maybe. We'll see. I have to find this thing. Jeez. All right, just talk amongst yourselves while I find this thing.
Talk amongst
yourselves. It's over now. The show's over now.
We got 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Hold on a second, Gary.
Yeah. Today you got to watch out for the fake Adam Schefters too.
Have they been out, the Adnan Schefters?
I forgot all about them.
You know they're going to.
I'm just waiting for this here to come through.
Yeah, here's one. Adam Schefter fake one. It's really at Dylan Connors 2K, but he's got the same avatar, and his name comes up as Adam Schefter. The Miami Dolphins are trading for Houston quarterback Deshaun Watson, per source. Final compensation, 4 first-round picks, plus defensive lineman Christian Wilkins. Fake. Fake.
Are people blowing up like, oh my God, oh my God?
No, that was tweeted 30 minutes ago, and it only got 5 retweets.
Okay.
So,
are you ready?
Oh, is this it? Yeah, all right, good.
This is it. Make sure everybody can see it. We'll see
it. I've been hanging around you guys too much, man.
Where are we at here?
This is our men's electric wet dry shaver set with 3 grooming heads. It's our only order of the year.
That's not you.
No,
and I have
that's the B-roll they call it, Harry.
A couple of things. One, this is a very sleek, compact piece here that you can use around, and it really gets into the grooves of your head, David. But more importantly, you see my head is bald. I shave my head. I use this product every day. It could take a little bit to get the nooks, the crannies in your head. It's small.
What is this? A Thomas's English muffin?
You don't have the pain on your wrist after being up. Well, I
got a couple too.
This is how easy it is to take the beard off.
Listen to that.
Eytan, get me one.
Side right here.
Wow.
And all of a sudden, everything is off. Now, if I want to add some water to this shave, again, the wet element of it makes it super easy, as you can see. This hair is coming right off.
Wow. Look at that.
And say goodbye to the beard.
Say goodbye to the beard.
I'm telling you, it was planned to be off by tomorrow morning, whether I liked it or not in this household. So I figured I would save it for you, sir.
You want to see the notes?
Great job, bro.
That's awesome.
Get yours now before.
Yeah, he was a lot of fun. I got to be honest.
Who is this guy?
David Venable is a lot of fun.
Off the top, and
not Brent
Venables. All of a sudden,
is that who it is?
It's very simple.
I played with him in college.
That's the coordinator at Clemson.
And then get that full hour for it. So it's a very simple.
Yeah, get me one, man.
That's not designed to take up much time. And again, that's what we do at Home 365. If you want to see one more, A lot of people like to shave other body hair. It's not just their head. It's not just their nose. Look at this. You can use it on your arm. And again, I'm not growing my arm here.
You can shave your balls.
The sacrifice that we make.
That's what I'm saying.
To show you just how great of a product this is. Look at my arm hair.
Look at this.
Wow.
It's really great.
Just take that off.
There you go.
That's
there you
awesome.
go.
You made my day, bro. You made my day. I'm
incredible.
going to buy me one now.
Good.
Yeah.
Just
How do I get it?
I'll send you the link. I'll send you the link. Yeah, Venable is a former chef or cook, or he's definitely the food guy on there. But he's a big time. Yeah, he's big time. There you go. All right, you got it.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I'll put out the link for everybody there.
Tremendous. I like the echo in your bathroom.
Well, that's the problem. It's hard to get out of that.
Yeah.
You know, that's all. All right, we'll see you guys on, what is it, Wednesday tomorrow?
Wednesday's tomorrow, yes.
Thursday night football. Look, there's Maction all the Tuesday, Wednesday. Just do your homework. That's all I got to tell people out there. Do your homework. Hit that thumbs up button as well. Make sure you're subscribed here. Don't go anywhere. Dad Cilio's football show coming up this afternoon, all here on the JAKIB Media YouTube page.
At Stateside Vodka, every new customer gets the world's best rocks glass. Free.
What's that?
A rocks glass?
You're telling me that bottle is cut in half?
You could say that.
Holy shit.
And you're telling me I can get one of these glasses for free?
That's right. One free rocks glass per customer with each first-time purchase of Stateside Vodka. So good, it just disappears.
As a hardworking American, you've never experienced how tough life can be until now. A catastrophic injury while working on the job. A personal injury from someone else's negligence. Turned away by other law firms in the region who didn't bother to learn your story. It's time to meet the Fritz & Bianculli Law Firm and managing partner Brian Fritz. Badly injured? Call the Fritz & Bianculli Law Firm. Find out why they say, "We got this."
In Philadelphia, we celebrated the miracle with pride only 5 years ago. And then the following morning, IBEW Local 98 members went back to work, building this city, rescuing our communities from decay, and inspiring the young men and women of the region to take pride in who we are. Like the Cats, Local 98 members believe in hope. John Doherty, business manager of Local 98, says it this way: the best way not to forget where you come from is to never leave.
The savoring taste of a good bag of beef jerky is so enjoyable at any time of the day, as long as you can find it. Here's what we suggest. Pure Bull beef jerky is our answer, and soon it will be yours. Locally produced in the Philadelphia region, this high-quality, healthy protein snack is easy to secure. Go to steersnacks.com, and you'll see hot garlic, tropical heat, Pure Bull dry rub, and our favorite, Huck and Fod. What's that? Huck and Fod. Go now to steersnacks.com.
Go for the midnight dares. Go for the game. Go for the hits. Go for the fans. Go for the win. Go to Ocean Casino Resort. Book your trip at theoceanac.com.